Welcome to this short video, which will show you how to collect and submit pasture cut records using the Survey 123 app. If you have not yet downloaded the Pasture Biomass Collector app, what you can do is go to our Cibo Labs website, click on the Knowledge Base tab, and search for how to install the Pasture Biomass Collector. This article has all the instructions and links that you need to download the app. There are different methods that you can use to estimate pasture biomass. We encourage everyone to start with the pasture cut method, which involves cutting and weighing and drying the pasture biomass. This is to ensure that we are estimating biomass accurately. Once you have more experience under your belt and get your eye in, you can then go on to perform visual estimates if you feel confident. Before we head out into the paddock, it's important that we've got all of the gear that we need. So this includes a quadrat, scales, paper bags, permanent marker, and of course shears to cut the grass. So to get started, when you're in the paddock, you want to choose a representative area of that paddock. So we say to keep 50 metres away from roads, fence lines, water points and high traffic livestock areas if you can. We work on a 50-metre transect, so this means that we do 5 pasture cuts 10 metres apart, going in a straight line. So to get started, you want to place a quadrat down at that first pasture cut point on your transect. You then want to open up your Survey 123 app and hit the button that says Collect. This will actually take your GPS location, so make sure you're standing at the point of the first quadrat. So once you hit the collect button, you need to fill in your property name and also the name of the paddock that you're collecting the pasture cut in. You then need to select the sampling type. So for this one, we're doing pasture cuts. You then need to take an image of your transect, so the 50-metre line that you're going to follow. You scroll down and then you'll also take an image of your quadrat, so the first quadrat. This is at about elbow height. So what you need to do is enter a 0 where it says sample wet weight. We will enter the correct wet weight after we've cut all the quadrats in the transect and weigh it at the end. We also need to estimate our dry matter percentage. And then what we're going to do is also estimate the ground cover percentage before we cut our quadrat. So at this point, you can put the phone away and get your shears out. Make sure you've got your paper bag ready to put the grass into. So we number the bags from 1 to 5. So we make sure that quadrat number 1 grass goes into bag number 1 and so on. And we will use our shears. You can either use electric shears or hand shears to cut the quadrat and put all of that grass into the appropriate bag. So once you've finished at that first quadrat site, we'll pick up our bags and your quadrat and you're going to walk 10 metres to the next pasture cut site. So you're following a point that you picked out in the distance so that you're walking in a straight line. And at that 10-metre mark, you're going to place the quadrat at your foot. We're then going to go back into the Survey 123 app. And on that same record, we're going to scroll down to the bottom and click the plus button. So this will take us to the information for the second quadrat. We're then going to take an image of our second quadrat. You're going to repeat the process just like we did with the first quadrat, where you'll enter 0 into the sample wet weight. You will estimate your dry matter percentage and you will also estimate your ground cover percentage. Make sure you pick up bag number 2 and we're going to again cut the grass in that quadrat and put all of that pasture into bag number 2. Repeat this process until you have completed all 5 quadrats along your transect. You can continue to cut more than 5 if you believe those first 5 were not representative of what is in your paddock. At the end of your transect, where it says transect summary on the bottom of your form, what you're going to do is select the dominant pasture species, and you can also enter a co-dominant or a subdominant pasture species if you have more than one. you're going to enter the unpalatable species, so those sort of weeds, things that you can't eat, and also your unpalatable 3Ps if there are any. You'll also enter the average green fraction, so the percentage of green in your pasture. You will then click on the cross in the top left-hand corner and save into drafts, because we need to go back into this form later to enter our wet weights as well as the laboratory results when we dry the pasture. It's now time to take all your gear and your bags of grass back to the car. So when you get back to the car, what you're going to do is weigh and tear an empty paper bag. And then you are going to weigh each individual bag. And you're going to record this weight in your app under the wet weight for each quadrat. You will then repeat this process for the rest of the quadrats by scrolling down on the form and clicking the right-hand arrow button to navigate between the quadrats. In your Survey 123 form, once you have entered all of the wet weights, you can press the cross in the top left-hand corner and save this in drafts, as we still need to go back into this form once we go home and dry our pasture sample and enter the laboratory results. After you have weighed each of your 5 bags and entered their wet weights into your Survey 123 form, you're then going to weigh and tear a small paper bag and paper clip, and you're going to take a representative subsample from each of your 5 bags and put into this smaller paper bag and weigh it. After you have weighed this sample bag, what you're going to write on it is the property name, the Survey 123 form number, the paddock name, the weight of that sample. You can put the grass type on there as well as the date. So this is your dry matter sample, which will be oven dried when you get home to calculate the accurate dry matter percentage. So when you get home, you want to place this sample into the oven for a minimum of 12 hours at about 80 degrees Celsius. After 12 hours, weigh the sample again and then place it back into the oven for another 2 hours. If the weight hasn't changed after that extra 2 hours, it is ready to calculate the dry matter content. In order to calculate the dry matter percentage, you need to do the dry weight divided by the wet weight times 100. Dry matter percentage is extremely variable between different pasture types and depending on the time of the year or during the season. So it's really important that we get these measurements correct, as they have a huge effect on our estimates. Once you have calculated the dry matter percentage for your pasture samples, you can go back into the relevant Survey 123 form and scroll down to the section that says Transect Laboratory Results. And here you will enter the lab dry matter percentage for Transect. You can click the tick in the bottom right-hand corner when you've done this and select the option Save in Outbox. Only press Send when all of the data for every single pasture assessment you've got sitting in your app is completed in full, because once these entries are sent, you cannot retrieve them and edit them. For more detailed instructions on how to collect and submit pasture records using our Pasture Biomass Collector app, go to our website, which is www.cibolabs.com.au. On the top here, you'll see our knowledge base. If you navigate to our knowledge base and find the Pasture Biomass Collector heading here, there are heaps of articles with various instructions on different ways to collect and submit pasture records. The most useful one will be the quick tips collecting pasture cut data using the Survey 123 app. This article basically takes you through all the steps that I have in this video, that shows you a few more images and some more details in case you need some extra help. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to working with you to improve the model for your property and the broader industry. If you ever need any help or clarification on the process, don't hesitate to send an email to us at support@cibolabs.com.au.